A lot of people who make manga want to go to Japan and publish their manga there. To me, I would never want to do that. This is why I don't want to publish my manga in Japan. Hi, I'm WannabeHmangaka and I draw manga. And for 8 years now, I failed to publish anything that I've drawn. I dropped out of animation school in my first semester, and now the only thing that matters in my life is manga. In the manga world, there's an open secret that many mangaka in Japan are hospitalized due to overworking themselves to near death. This isn't anything new, and most people have seen when an author has gone on hiatus due to health reasons. This industry demands that you sacrifice everything for a weekly schedule that's been going longer than most of us has been alive. For those who don't know, drawing every day actually takes a physical toll on your body. I have even felt the after effects of overworking myself. From my ulnar nerve being pinched to pain in my hands for weeks, I can't fathom how bad it was for the professional mangakas. For years, I have learned how to slow down and to take my time with art to mitigate these effects. But as a professional mangaka, you do not have this option. There are many examples of this, such as Yoshihiro Togashi of Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, who has back problems that are so bad to the point where he could barely even use the restroom by himself. Nowadays, he lies down on his bed and draws because that's the only way he can. My favorite mangaka, Sui Ishida of Tokyo Ghoul, had mental health issues to the point where he couldn't even look at computer screens for too long, even as a digital artist. Tite Kubo of Bleach had a severed shoulder tendon. Even Ichiro Oda of One Piece has been hospitalized while on serialization. It's a serious consequence of the weekly upload schedule that needs to change before it claims another victim. Many people believe that they can deal with that schedule, but for me, it's just asking for an early grave. The human body can handle so much stress before it breaks down. I know this well since I lost my ability to feel anything with my drawing hand while in the cold. Please, take good care of your body. You only get one in this lifetime. In Japan, it's incredibly important for you to learn how to read, write, and speak Japanese to communicate with everyone. You might be able to speak English with some editors, but the majority of them can only communicate in Japanese. As a second-generation Asian American who is bilingual, I doubt that adding a third language to my repertoire would help me in preserving my mother tongue. It is really hard for me to speak my own language, Hmong. Many younger members of my community don't even understand it. I want to preserve my heritage by being able to communicate with the elders and eventually pass it on to the next generation, if they are willing to learn it. I have taken some Japanese classes and its grammar is very similar to Hmong, so it was easy for me to pick up. But that was years ago, so now I can only understand some words and phrases. To me, that's okay. I don't need it here in the US, and maybe learning some phrases will help me eventually when I visit Japan one day. In the current state of anime manga, I don't think that my manga will be good for the Japanese audience. I'm writing fantasy manga right now and doesn't have much Japanese influence besides the art. I'm creating something more geared towards adults, and I doubt that the editors there will like that. I tend to look down on gratuitous fanservice because it will waste space, and I want to be as efficient as I can while drawing my manga. Honestly, I wanted to make the anti-otaku manga. Like how Hayao Miyazaki despises otaku culture, I agree with him. To make a media that a corporation produces into your personality is discouraging to me. It's fine to enjoy it, but if it's the only thing that you consume, then you should get more hobbies. This includes other things besides anime and manga, but this is my area of expertise. There's so much more out there to experience, and anime manga will always be there. To make good art, you have to go out and experience life. The issue nowadays is that people don't vary the influences at all and rely on the things that came before. Manga influences newer manga, and anime influences newer anime. It's a closed loop that repeats over and over again, and it shows. A lot of media that has been made has become reliant on the tropes of the previous titles and in turn stagnates creativity and becomes a chore to consume and create. And the worst part of it is, many manga and anime fans eat it up. I know that many editors would make me change some of my ideas because they aren't easily marketable. And not being marketable in this industry is death for the career that you sacrifice so much for. Usually when there's a big hit that comes out of nowhere, many artists tend to jump on the train wagon that the series has created. Just like the harem boom back in the day and the isekai boom right now, I think that the idea that you need to chase trends really turns me away to a bunch of series. With isekai nowadays, the only ones that I enjoyed were Jobless Reincarnation, Re:Zero, and Konosuba. They weren't all original, but they executed their genres well with great writing and it shows. It's great that many artists and writers found fame in those series, but I hate trend chasing. I would rather carve a little nook in the cave than to take the easy way out. And what I mean by being easy is throwing tropes together and hoping that it all works out. There's no creative spirit in some of these projects, and you can tell that most of them are cash-ins. There isn't anything wrong with this. Artists and writers need to eat as well, but they are making these projects for the masses that crave these unoriginal products. For me, I would rather quit than do something like this. There's something about the creative spirit being limited when you publish your manga in Japan. For you to become successful, your manga has to adhere to Japanese sensibilities, and not doing so would usually kill the series. In Japan, normal people over there don't have the fondness that we do for manga. To them, manga is to be read in the magazine, then disposed and forgotten about until next week. This doesn't apply to tankobons, those are usually for collectors. For many Japanese people, anime and manga surround them and are already part of their life. Don't get me wrong, a lot of manga are considered art over there as well, but there's a difference between art and manga. To them, amazing manga is considered art, and the things that are easily consumed and let go are considered manga. You don't get to create art until you prove that you can make manga. There are exceptions to this, but we shouldn't consider ourselves special. We are one of the many people who want to draw manga for a living. I'll lift a quote from Bakuman for this. This may be a gamble, but you can't win a lottery without buying the tickets. So, for me now, I'll pass the dream on to those who really want this. I want full creative control of my projects right now while being edited by people who have the same sensibilities like I do. Tite Kubo is my spirit animal. I am the same way about many things in my life. When I am told that I have to do something, I have no desire to do it, even if I felt like doing it earlier. It's just something ingrained in my nature that I have to enjoy something in order to do it, and being told to do something turns it into a chore for me. I'll do something when I want to do it. I'm pretty sure having an editor harping on my work schedule would make me unable to produce anything. Heck, even my brain forcing myself to do this makes me not want to do it. So yeah, these are the reasons why I don't really want to publish my manga in Japan. It's not a bad dream if you want to do it, but it's not for me. I believe with more improvement in the scheduling and giving more freedom to manga artists, manga can grow a lot more than it currently is. For now, thanks for watching this video. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe to this channel. I'll be talking about the mindset of an artist who's done this for a little while, and I'll be making videos about how not to fail like I did. That's all for now. Thanks guys.